What's up, everyone? This is FP Sticks bringing you some more Go Battle League battles today in the Ultra League. This, again, is not my gameplay, but actually one of my patrons' gameplay. Her name is CUBSTORI, so huge shout out to her. She's running Venusaur, which I think is very interesting, running Venusaur in the Ultra League, Giratina Altered, and Cresselia. She's also leading with Venusaur, which is also super interesting. Venusaur is going to do really well against Swampert, obviously going to be hitting double super effective there. It also has play against the Charmer, so if you run into a Togekiss lead, you'll have the Sludge Bomb to hit for really strong, super effective damage there. However, Venusaur really struggles against some of the core meta picks, like Giratina Altered. It kind of gets walled there because all of its moves are resisted. Registeel kind of gets walled there as well. Cresselia, it does have some play if you're able to correctly shield up the future sight, because the Psycho Cuts, even though they're hitting for very little damage, even though they're hitting for super effective. So it's really just that future sight that you got to look out for, because you will be resisting Grass Knot, double resisting Grass Knot if they're running that, and you'll be resisting the Moonblast as well. So in a lot of neutral matchups, I think Venusaur has a decent amount of play. It really packs a lot of punch with its heavy hitting Community Day move Frenzy Plant. So like against Machamp, I'm sure it's going to do really well. Against Snorlax, against some of these things where it's hitting for neutral damage, where Frenzy Plant is hitting for neutral, I think it'll perform pretty well. So let's kind of see how this team works out. I think she picks up a lot of wins in these sets that I have here. So got an Alolan Muk. It looks like is this running Shadow Claw Giratina? It's hard to tell. I still can't tell because the Muk is doing some damage right now. I think it's a Shadow Claw Giratina. It is a Shadow Claw Giratina. So that means that this Giratina is going to have a little bit more play against Registeel, which is nice. However, I'm very curious how she's going to handle a Registeel lead if she encounters one of those. It's going to be pretty tough to deal with, especially since both Giratina and, especially since Cresselia and Venusaur are both kind of walled by Registeel. So let's see how this goes. Venusaur mirror match in the lead. Okay. The opponent is running a Razor Leaf Venusaur, so the energy generation is going to be pretty terrible, and these Razor Leafs are double resisted, so this is definitely a favorable scenario for us. Just straight Sludge Bomb is the play here. Definitely no need to bait. We will shield up one Sludge Bomb just to ensure that we win switch here. Okay. So we were going to win that opening scenario anyway, so there wasn't necessarily a need to switch out there, especially since the opponent was running Razor Leaf. We were going to be able to win that no matter what. The opponent switches in a Togekiss, so the Togekiss avoids the Venusaur. We do get the debuff on Moonblast, which is really great. It's going to take 2 charge moves anyways to KO a Togekiss, so I think going straight Moonblast is totally fine there. At this point, you cannot farm down a Togekiss. The charm damage is way too intense, so we're going to take it out. Out comes the Venusaur again. It is Razor Leaf, so as you can see, they can farm down our Cresselia. I might even bring out Giratina at this point to wall off this Venusaur, because now we have to commit our last shield here, which is not ideal. If we would have brought out Giratina to absorb all this damage, we would have been in a much better place. She is recognizing that it is Razor Leaf, so she's over farming a little bit more, which is good. In the back is Swampert. This is amazing. This should one-shot, especially since shields are down. Boom, down goes Swampert. Good game there. Definitely could have brought out Giratina Altered into the opposing Venusaur to soak up that damage. All right, here we go. Venusaur into Snorlax. I assume, honestly, in Ultra League, I'm still not super familiar with a lot of these matchups. There's just so many new matchups to learn. You can see how much damage Frenzy Plant hits for. Almost half health on Snorlax, so like I assumed, this is a favorable matchup for Venusaur just because of the strong neutral hitting Frenzy Plant here. Sacrifice. What the heck? Okay. Oh my goodness. Well, the opponent most definitely misclicked. because they just revealed that there is a Swampert in the back. So we switch out of there to preserve our Venusaur, which is a smart play. And I guess we're just going to sacrifice this Cresselia here. Unfortunately, Cresselia is pretty much walled by Registeel. All we can really hope for here is a debuff. The opponent goes for Focus Blast. Maybe this is a single move Registeel. These battles are within like the lower 2000s range of rating in rank 8. So this should... Okay, it is double moved. And the opponent recognizes that, so goes straight Flash Cannon there. We're just going straight Moonblast, especially when shields are up. This is totally fine. Hoping for the debuff. Now we're going to bring in Shadow Claw Giratina. Yep, this is great. We know the Swampert's in the back, but it still has 2 shields. So we really need to start getting these shields off right now. The Earthquake is going to hit for pretty strong neutral damage. It does about half health on Giratina. Wow, the opponent tries to bait. We don't take the bait. Great play. However, honestly, at this point, if I was the opponent, I would just go straight Hydro Cannon. Yeah, because they got to burn the shields anyways, so that's what they're doing. This is still... Man, this is going to be pretty tough. They still have the Registeel in the back. We still have our Venusaur. Is this an Earthquake? Just a Hydro Cannon. That's not going to be enough to take us out. They switch into Registeel to catch the Dragon Claw. Wow, okay. It's going to be pretty tough for Registeel to farm down. Okay, we're going to get to the last second Dragon Claw here before being taken out. We get the last shield. And then... Okay, bring out Cresselia to absorb the damage. This is great. Now we can bring out Venusaur. And the timer is almost running out. Time is almost out. Frenzy Plant is going to take out this Registeel, and then we're going to win that game because of the health advantage. Good game there. Venusaur into Togekiss. Okay. Straight Sludge Bomb here. I would definitely not bait. We are resisting the charms. The Togekiss is resisting the Vine Whips. So the Frenzy Plant would also be resisted. And Frenzy Plant and Sludge Bomb are very similar in energy cost. So I'd definitely straight Sludge Bomb here. As you can see, though, we are going to mirror shields, though. If that was like an aerial ace or a flamethrower, definitely would do a decent amount of damage. Sludge Bomb takes out the Togekiss. That's great. Out comes Alolan Muk. We should just go straight Frenzy Plant here. Yep, because both of these moves are resisted. Frenzy Plant is a better move. Overall, has more damage per energy. Man, that's a resisted Frenzy Plant, and it does like almost 40% damage on Alolan Muk. That's pretty impressive. We are now bringing out Cresselia in here. Man, our backline is really weak to Alolan Muk. Pretty weak to Alolan Muk, especially since we're not running Dragon Breath on our Giratina. We can't really power down the Alolan Muk with our fast moves, so we're going for the Moonblast. The opponent shields up the Muk. Due to the fact that we brought in Cresselia onto the Alolan Muk, the opponent probably recognizes that whatever we have in the back is also weak to Alolan Muk. So they switch in their Empoleon because they're trying to preserve that Alolan Muk there. This is great. Because her Giratina is running Shadow Claw, we are able to do a lot more damage to this Empoleon. If this Empoleon was running Blizzard, it'd be a little scary. Be a little scary. But now we can try to farm down this Empoleon. Not able to do it. This Hydro Cannon is probably just enough to KO. Barely not enough. So we're still able to farm it down. Out comes the Alolan Muk. We're going for Dragon Claw. That is the correct move. And then, okay, at that point, we should have just immediately switched into Cresselia instead of being snarled down, because we do not want that Alolan Muk getting an energy advantage. But we had stored energy, so we're able to land the Moonblast and take that game. But she definitely could have switched a little bit sooner to avoid being farmed down. Another Venusaur mirror match? Interesting. We're switching into Cresselia here. And the opponent throws a Sludge Bomb instead of a Frenzy Plant. I wonder if this Venusaur has a Frenzy Plant. They're just going straight Sludge Bomb. Okay. We're going... she's going straight Future Sight. I always... you guys commented on that last time. I say we so frequently because I feel like I'm like part of the battle, man. I'm in it. So she goes for the Moonblast here. We missed some bubbles, but we get she gets the shield anyways. Now she's going to go straight for Sludge Bomb. This is really great. There was a Charmer in the back, so she's going to be able to have her Giratina avoid that. Oh my gosh. This is a Heatran. Sludge Bomb is double resist. Both of these moves are double resisted, so she definitely should go just straight Frenzy Plant here because the Steel and the Fire typing resist grass moves, and the Steel typing double resist the poison moves. So Frenzy Plant is the way to go. We still have two. She still has 2 shields. She still has 2 shields. Okay, she's gonna sack the Cresselia. Now she's gonna bring out the Giratina. Man, is she gonna try to farm this down? That's definitely a play. Shadow Claw all the way down because the flame. Okay, nice, nice. Oh man. Because she's rocking Shadow Claw again on this Giratina, this is great because she's not walled by this Togekiss. She's actually doing neutral damage with the Shadow Claw and the Shadow Sneak versus resisted damage with the Dragon Breath. So she's able to take this even though Togekiss was still in the back. That's really great. Switching out of the opening Venusaur matchup was interesting, but it did kind of switch it up so the Venusaur was able to get aligned to the Togekiss and then the... So it's kind of interesting. Cresselia, okay. This is good because both of her backline beats Blaziken. Armored Mewtwo. Wow. Okay, so Cresselia is pretty much a wall to Armored Mewtwo, especially if the Mewtwo is running Psy Strike and Dynamic Punch, which most Mewtwo's are. This is a Psy Strike, so we definitely want to just go straight. She definitely just wants to go straight Moonblast here. Missing some bubbles, that's alright. We get the shield anyways. And she got the attack debuff, which is great. Yeah, there's still no need to shield any of this. Especially since it's been debuffed. Man, you can see the Psy Strike just does hardly any damage. Especially after the debuff. We get another debuff, dude. Moonblast is so busted. Moonblast is so busted. That 30% chance... it just seems a little bit too crazy high. But she's gonna land another Moonblast. Is she gonna try to Psycho Cut this down? Okay, so we lose switch advantage. At this point, she's gonna bring in Giratina. That's good because the Psy Strike would hit for super effective damage on the Venusaur. However, she needs to keep in mind that there is a Blaziken still. So now she's going to switch in Venusaur. Blaziken is pretty glassy. Okay, I would not shield this. It's just going to be a Hydro Cannon, and the fire move, the charge moves from Blaziken are going to do a lot more damage. So she could have saved her shields. The Sludge Bomb lands, which is amazing. So now, yep, shield, farm down, and then threaten the Swampert with a lot of loaded energy. We definitely should just go straight for the Frenzy Plant here. And she's going to be able to take this. The Swampert might get to an Earthquake. This is great. She didn't overfarm. We're going to land this Frenzy Plant and take out the Swampert. Good game there. Venusaur putting in some work. Putting in some work here. She still has not... Okay, how is she going to play this? This is really bad. Both of the charge moves are resisted here. Double resisted. So she's going to commit a shield. It's only a Drill Run. Both Drill Run and Mega Horn would hit for neutral damage, I believe. Now she's going to switch in Cresselia. Yeah, this is tough. Whenever you have your lead Pokemon and a Pokemon in the back weak to the same Pokemon, like Escavalier, you either kind of have to sacrifice your lead, or I don't know. Because either way, I'm very surprised that the opponent is staying in. Well, it makes sense because this is still a favorable matchup, and they must have something in the back that can also handle Venusaur. Maybe a Giratina, maybe a Registeel, but Double Steel, I don't know. I've been seeing some more people rock Double Steel lines. Pretty crazy. Luckily, this Escavalier is rocking Acid Spray and Drill Run, so we actually didn't need to commit any shields there, which is great. And she recognized that. And then she's able to farm down the Escavalier. Oh, man. Oh, man. Togekiss. Okay. This is where Venusaur is going to put in some work here. Sludge Bomb, I don't think one-shots Togekiss. No, it does not. And these Vine Whips are resisted? Okay. She's going to commit a shield here. It's only an ancient power. Man, it's so hard to farm down a Togekiss. But she's going to do it. Nice play. It is a Giratina in the back. So at this point, I would throw the Frenzy Plant and immediately switch into Giratina because, okay, we're going to get to 2 Frenzy Plants. That's totally fine. We should definitely switch now, though. Nice. Really nice swap because this avoids being farmed down. Looks like the opponent was lagging a little bit, but it doesn't matter. This is game over for sure. We're going to be able to land that Dragon Claw, and she's going to be able to take that game. Good game. Venusaur into Milotic. What the heck? Is it well, we don't know. The Milotic could be rocking the Dragon Tail fast move or Waterfall. We bring in, man, this team, this line of 3 really struggles against the Bug Steel types like Escavalier, like Scizor. We don't really have a response to it. So she's kind of just using Cresselia as a sacrifice to try to get some debuffs here and just chip away at these Pokemon. Because our Giratina is running Shadow Claw again, it will have a slightly better matchup against the Bug Steels. But Cresselia is an absolute monster. We get both shields. She gets both shields on that Scizor there. That's great. So she's going to let this Cresselia go. Oh no, boosted Scizor? Okay, she brings out Giratina. These Night Slashes are going to hurt, man. And I don't think the Scizor is going to be in Shadow Sneak range. Oh man, she's going to have to eat a Night Slash. That's not great. Maybe she can catch it on the Venusaur. Okay, we're going to eat the Night Slash. How much does this do with the boost? It's going to hurt. Oh, that does a lot. Oh, Gardevoir? She's able to preserve the Giratina, which is great. We could have farmed up a little bit more here because Gardevoir takes forever to get to the charge moves. Frenzy Plant takes it out. Show us a Swampert in the back. It's got to be Swampert in the back. Come on now. Let's see it. Let's see it. Oh, it's the Milotic. What am I talking about? Best Buddy Milotic. Shiny Milotic. Man, that's kind of a cool flex. Frenzy Plant almost totally takes it out. I bet if we would have hit the Excellent, we would have been able to take it out. And the Milotic is running Waterfall. Venusaur putting in a lot of work, running into a lot of Charmers and Water types down here in Rank 8. Okay. Venusaur against Gyarados. I would assume, I'm pretty sure Venusaur takes this. Again, just because of how strong that Frenzy Plant damage is. Gonna switch into Cresselia, and the opponent switches in Charizard. This is very strange. Yeah, the opponent definitely should have kept Charizard for the Venusaur. But now Charizard is stuck against Cresselia. And Cresselia has to land 2 charge moves on Charizard anyways. But as you can see, the opponent didn't even shield up that first move, which is unfortunate because it was the Moonblast. Going for another Moonblast here. Moonblast is resisted, but we get the shield. Future Sight hits for like 85% damage on Charizard. It doesn't one-shot, but it does a lot of damage. Triple Moonblast on that Charizard. So we definitely, yep, going to bring out Giratina. This is great. Dragon Claw honestly isn't going to hit for that much damage, so I maybe wouldn't have even shielded that. But because out comes Gyarados, and the Crunches are going to hit for more damage than the Dragon Claws. This Gyarados is switch locked though, and so she switches in her Venusaur to get on this Gyarados, which is great. Frenzy Plant takes it out. Charizard's still alive. Show us the Swampert. Okay, Obstagoon in the back. Let's see how much damage this Frenzy Plant hits for on Obstagoon. It's probably going to be a lot. Jeez, man. That is so nice. I'm so used to the Swampert versus Obstagoon matchup where you have to land 2 Hydro Cannons plus a little bit of Mudshot damage. But that Frenzy Plant damage on Obstagoon is really nice. So Dragon Claw is definitely the way to go here on Obstagoon because the Ghost moves are triple resisted. Shadow Claw is triple resisted. Shadow Sneak is triple resisted, and it looks like she recognizes that, and now she's going to go for Dragon Claw. This actually makes it way closer than it needed to be. If we would have Dragon Clawed, we would have been able to get that, but that's fine. Oh my gosh, this is going to be so close. I think we barely survived this Night Slash. Oh no, man. If she would have just went straight Dragon Claw, we would have taken that. Good game, though. Oh, yeah. Okay. Not great. So we're going to switch into Cresselia, and then they switch into Swampert, which makes sense because they want their Swampert to avoid the Venusaur. Going straight Future Sight. Nice. I like it. Heavier hitting move. You have to land 2 charge moves on Swampert anyways. This is going to be a Hydro Cannon. Okay, definitely should just go for Moonblast here. Yep, this is good. However, the Swampert, as we know, easily outpaces Cresselia, but they're going to give up switch advantage. Well, this is nice because now her Venusaur doesn't have to be aligned to the Giratina. And she's even able to get a last-second Moonblast off, draw the shield. That's really great. This is a Dragon Breath Giratina, though, so our own Giratina is going to struggle a little bit. Ancient Power. What in the world? They're rocking Ancient Power on this Giratina. Okay, now they're going Dragon Claw. So it looks like she's building up a lot of energy. Now she's going to try to go for back-to-back Dragon Claws, maybe to try to prevent a fast move from going through. Oh, man, the opponent makes a really nice switch into Togekiss in between charge moves. Now she makes a really nice swap into Venusaur. There is a case to be made that you could over-farm in this matchup a lot, and then, well, we're going to be able, she's going to be able to farm down this Togekiss anyways, and then have some Frenzy Plant damage to threaten Giratina. This is great. We can see how much damage this Frenzy Plant is going to do, even though it's going to resist it. It's going to be resisted. Nice, yeah. Does like 20%-ish damage, so not bad. All right, she's going to commit a shield here. Oh my gosh, going to commit both shields here and have Venusaur take out a Giratina. All right, resisted damage. Venusaur doesn't care. It's going to power through, takes it out. Nice, good game. I think we got one more battle here. Venusaur into Charizard. Oh, horrible lead, but luckily both of our Pokemon in the back can handle Charizard. Okay, this is probably a Blast Burn. Okay, they went for the bait. They're also staying in this matchup, so whatever they have in the back must also be weak to Cresselia. They might have a Giratina. It's very interesting that the opponent is staying in here. Another bait. Oh my gosh. Now she's going to go for the Moonblast, possibly because she's recognizing that her opponent really wants to stay in here. Wow, that's nice recognition there. The opponent commits both shields. We're not going to shield anything here. It's an overheat. What the heck? Doesn't even have Blast Burn. Okay. Now we can come in and go. Wow. So she should definitely just go for like the most crazy aggressive farm down here, because Charizard's attack has been dropped from that overheat. I honestly would just farm this all the way down. I would totally farm this all the way down. But Charizard's... Okay, it's going to be able to get... Okay, I would definitely not commit a shield here because these Dragon Claws, the attack has been dropped because of overheat. Oh my gosh, Machamp in the back. So we switch in Venusaur. Giratina is also a solid response to Machamp. Rock Slide hits for neutral. They have their own Venusaur, and this is a Razor Leaf Venusaur, folks. I would definitely recommend running Vine Whip as the fast move, so we're definitely going to, she's definitely going to be able to take out this and win this game. Thank you so much, CUBSTORI, for submitting this footage. If you guys enjoy this content where I commentate over other people's battles and kind of at different ranks and see what's going on, I think it's really useful for all of us to see what's going on in these different rating ranges. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.